Okay, stream. You can hear me, right? We're back. Sorry, we're back. We're back. Okay, they can hear me. Drew, speak.
Hello?
Can people hear Drew?
Oh, I heard myself.
Wait.
Ha! Yeah, it's a
Oh
miracle.
my gosh. Oh my
It's a
frick.
Christmas miracle.
Aw. Swifteasy, yeah. I'm having that same issue, dude, I believe. But it should be good now.
Oh my. Okay, let me try to invite... I can't invite you, can I?
Hey, we got game audio. Let's go. Alright, let's go.
Are
Invite
you
me,
in?
invite me, invite me, invite me, invite me.
I can't! It's not letting me invite you!
Oh,
Can
man.
you join off me?
Trying. Let's try and join off Drew, peeps. We cannot. I'm gonna try and join you off you from the
game. Yeah, that should probably work.
It is
Maybe.
Locked. I cannot join you. It does not have a valid game session. Who's the party leader?
I'll send
who's the
you
host?
his,
Tell whoever the host is.
I'll send you his Activision ID.
Okay, yeah.
If
maybe I need to be
and you
friends
should be
with
able to join up for that. Yeah, probably. I send that to you.
Alright.
What shoes?
Let's go stream. We're making progress here. Type in as fast as I can. Sorry. I just typed it as Leo. Oh my gosh. Okay, I sent a friend request. I was Tom. He's done with Twitch commands in the past. Yeah, why are the Twitch commands working, peeps? Mods. It's all your fault, mods.
Are you in here?
I've been...
I don't know who just
wait
joined.
for him to accept my thing. Let's go, I'm in.
Yay!
Okay,
Alright,
let's go.
Let's go!
Let's get started right now, please.
Oh my!
Holy frick.
This is so exciting! This is so exciting.
Sorry, teams that waited for us forever. Wait for me specifically because the stream sucks. We should be good now, so go ahead and start it whenevs.
15 people. Yeah. Oh no! Why did it say we will be right back?
I clicked on it.
No!
It's all good.
Don't do that to me.
Oh man.
How many people are in here? Why do I feel like there's a million people in this lobby? Oh, someone's on the wrong team.
Because
I think.
No, someone's Codcaster. That's
One, two.
Jacob is.
Well, yeah, but they don't. Do they have enough people on their team?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Maybe one of them's a coach. I don't know.
Yeah.
Work here.
All right. That's true. All right, guys. Well, after all that, we appreciate you hanging with us.
You good?
Anyways, sorry, I was responding to something. We appreciate everyone hanging with us here. We had some technical difficulties. This is our first season or stream with an actual PC, as we've done it all through Xbox before that. So we had some kinks to work out, and hopefully by the time our next qualifier comes around, or the round robin tournament tomorrow, or whenever our next stream is, it'll all get ironed out and be perfect. But we appreciate you guys hanging with us here a little bit, and we should be good to go. So. Just to kind of go over, let's see here. To go over the teams here. These are two new teams to XP League, which is why I kind of wanted to cast these two teams. It is Godfathers. I think they're a couple PS4 teams, if I remember correctly. Mortify, I'm not sure if they're Xbox or PS4. But either way, Mortify is a pretty good team. So curious to see how they're going to do. And I'm pretty sure Godfathers is a PS4 team. So a couple new teams, excited to see how they're going to look, and should be a good barometer for how the competition can be. And why is there bots?
Wow, someone was in a bottle lobby before. Interesting.
We're gonna have a reset. All right. Well, that one we can say was not our fault.
Yes, that feels good for it to not be our fault. I'm not gonna lie.
Yes. Something to keep in mind, though, guys, that that this is a game that's had a lot of issues, as we obviously know. Let's see here. Hold on. So we're all kind of learning on the fly with private matches here, with all the patches and whatnot. There's obviously going to be kinks. So whenever we have that issue, just bear with us, and we'll make sure to get it ironed out as we go along here.
Yes, sir. So yeah, we're gonna start with Mortify against Godfathers, right? Then going throughout the day, we'll be switching in between series, making sure we keep you guys up to date on what's happening in the bracket. And I think we've had a few updates so far. Scary Hours won their map easily, 250 to 87 against Camus Silver, another new team that's joining the league or potentially joining the league. As far as that, we're looking for the team captains to provide further updates, so we will go from there. But we're gonna get started with this map number 1 because I think we're all good to go. Except I don't have the team names right, but that's all good. So we'll just kind of suffer through that.
Yeah, it's a lot more difficult in this game. It's not quite as easy as it was in the past. So.
Faux show. Well, I'll hop on board with the red team that I have here, with Jason. Jason's gonna go straight through vents, not see a single soul, but looks like they're gonna be a standard warehouse push, and yeah, benefited for Lego's team.
Oh, and looks like I can't even tell. It looks like Lego's gonna be. That team's already trying to get set up a little bit for the next hill. I'm really surprised that Godfather hasn't started to make their way towards the push through yet. But actually, as I say it, there's a 5 white for Godfathers, and there it goes. So right on cue.
Yep.
And they're actually getting this is perfect for them. Oh wow.
Yeah, this worked out really well. They pushed the flank really well off spawn. They got all the kills. They got a 5. So pushing the spawns and getting a 5 wipe is definitely an easy recipe for success.
Yeah, this is huge. However, it looks like there is somebody for. Am I really gonna have a brain fart again on team names? Looks like a player from Mortify is all the way in back, so they're set up, and they actually do have spawns for their team. So Godfather's kind of made a mistake. They had a lot of time going here, or a decent amount of time. And they also had spawns for a while, but then they allowed Misfits to flip them back, and now it looks like it's going to be in Misfits' favor for this big hill, second hill here, which is a pretty big money hill. So.
Yep, Opic trying to do everything he can in the front lines, going right. Almost gets the first kill, but he does call it. There's a few more people coming. His teams are able to trade out the kills, and it looks like Godfathers are going to get a lot of time here, or Mortify, excuse me.
Yep. Yeah, and it looks like they are starting. Well, I thought that they had people rotating, but just like that, Godfathers going to be able to break in with about 35 seconds left.
Yep, looks like they're able to get these side spawns, so it's going to be a little bit more contest heavy. Look for these teams though to rotate around 25 seconds or so. Actually, yep, right now you're going to see Shizwit and Co move over to the opposite side of the map for point number 3.
Yeah, something I've noticed about this game is, then again, I haven't really played any really good teams in scrims yet. We just been kind of slumming it with I guess mid-tier teams. But trying to figure out when to rotate, when it's important to rotate super early, when it's more important to load up in the hill, things like that. That's going to take time to get used to. But from what I've noticed early on in this game is a lot of hills can be money hills. There's a lot of places to set up head glitch in major power positions. So it's I said Misfits, Pillboy? Okay, well, no. But anyways, yeah, there's a lot of money hills in this game from what I've seen. Unfortunately, grenades for Daddy Swift as he almost kills himself. But yeah, it's kind of hard to decide when you want to rotate, when you want to commit to holding hills. Do you want to rotate one early? Do you want to rotate, half your team early? Kind of, it's a tough balancing act to figure out what's going to work best for your team.
Yeah, Shizwit played excellent there, getting the back spawns, getting the best kills he possibly could. Now his team can rotate over to the Crates Hill, And they have what I personally think is the beneficial spawns. Less angles to look at, more control over the hill in general. Maybe that's still discussed different as of late, but it looks like they're going to hold the major or the beginning part of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Pretty even game so far. This is kind of exactly what I was hoping for out of these two teams. Good gun skill, solid rotation, good holds. It's really been a very even game so far, and it's only about a 14-second lead here for Mortify. And Andy in the chat, you'd love to see it. How is your card shooting you, my friend?
Am I casting from the toilet? No, I'm casting from headset,
no,
Andy.
It sounds good. Oh, and we got a knife kill. Love to see that.
Yeah, it looks like they're holding onto the spawns pretty well. Opic trying to get the rotational spawns for his team, but look for this red team to have a very solid setup. It's really hard to break the back hill, and you see that that they're trying to break the spawns.
I think our colors are backwards, unfortunately.
Oh, are they?
I think
okay.
You got, yeah, okay.
We don't need to coordinate that.
Yeah, looks like, but actually, this is a new they were down by about 40, but if they can hold this, they should have the lead, but in contrast, if Mortify was to break in and build that lead, that would really make this a difficult game moving forward, but it looks like they're going to do a really good job of holding it here. Mortify not really pressing too much as everyone's getting cut down. It kind of looks like Mortify's going to start to back up a little bit, slow things down, and get set up for that center hill, or at least kind of set up a little bit for that second hill.
Yep, looks like they're getting the rotations, and you're seeing a lot of this is not a really slay heavy game. The teams are very contested in kills, in time, a lot of lead changes so far. So great matchup from both these teams that are looking to make a presence here next week. You see people trying to hold water, and this should be like the play that you're trying to make right here. There's only one player from the red team that's trying to make the spawns. He gets a two-piece Exocrim, and he's gonna move into the water, gets gunned down, and looks like blue team does retain the good spawns for the next part of this map.
So far, I really how these teams are playing the center hill. This isn't one you should commit a whole lot to as far as trying to get time on, because it's not really worth it. Anytime you can get on it is gravy, but your main goal should be setting up for that second hill, which it looks like they're going to have a pretty big fight back here as Daddy Swift, I think that's what against with Wavy. Or was it ATH? I guess I'm not sure. I couldn't tell who it was. But good job by Mortify to set up and position for this next hill here, which is definitely a bunny hill.
Yep, but you gotta be careful. You gotta be careful as you're pushing the back here. Looks like blue team was able to control those kills.
Oh, big gunfights.
Yeah, like you said, those are big gunfights, and they're gonna push the red team pushing in the middle.
Pretty close though. Even though Godfather's lost a lot of those initial gunfights, they did spawn pretty close. It kind of looked like mid-frame. They spawned there by bathroom, and they actually ended up getting in, but Silkwood is going to get two big kills. We got another big gunfight here. It's 3. Those are 3 huge gunfights as he's playing extremely well. Lego is playing extremely well, 19-14. Looks like shit is rotating. How do you feel about no streaks in this game?
I think it makes. I think it makes sense so far. They got to. I mean, we all know about the glitches and the things, the bad experiences that come with kill streaks. It's just the move, and I would also contend that kill streaks slowed down the pace of the game just because of how loud and how catastrophic they can be. So I don't mind it, honestly.
Would your opinion change if there were score streaks?
I could say score streaks would definitely help if they changed it that way, but I feel like this game it's really hard to go on those kill streaks or have it make a difference. I really like that it's just team-based pushes for hardpoint that you have to push against the objective, and you can't really rely on anything else except smokes, grenades, and good old-fashioned teamwork, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that was kind of the nice thing about Black Ops 4 to me. I didn't think it was a very creative game or one that really the devs put too much thought into. It was kind of just remake of Black Ops 3 without the jetpacks, but at the same time, I thought it was a pretty good respawn game. Having score streaks and the streaks they did were, I thought, pretty well done. Not having any streaks is a bit weird to me. It almost seems more like CS than anything else.
Yeah.
Having to some extent is a nice thing, but yeah, when the game's as kind of broken and wonky as this one is, it's kind of hard to have something like that. So.
True. Jason trying to do everything he possibly could to break the hill by himself in that warehouse spawn. It's not really the most optimal thing to do. Looks like his team is able to get the back spawns, though, for this hill. And they're going to try and get this remaining time, being down 40 points. Not too much of a lead to come back from, but just as I say that, Lion Slump coming out of his slump, trying to go 12 and 21 currently. And you're seeing already in the kill feed, they're trying to make this comeback. Now the question is, can they break the setup for this new hill?
Oh. ATH gets cut down, holding that back area on control there, and now it looks like a big opportunity for Godfathers to work their way into another money hill. Now, how do you feel about how the hills are situated on these maps? Because it seems to me like every map has like 3 or 4 money hills, and I'm not really sure how I feel about that personally. Oh, for sure. Yeah, definitely. It is a much different game for sure. Whereas Black Ops 4, you could have someone pop off for a 2 or 3 piece just off of individual gun skill. Whereas this game, with time to kill being so fast, you usually can't have that happen. Just 1 or 2 spray bullets from a random hip fire and get taken out. Whereas this is so much more important for teamwork. Like you said, rotating for spawns, making sure your pushes are set up for good trades and good angles and things like that. So this is a much different game than Black Ops 2. At the same time, it doesn't take any less skill. Oh, big jump out there, but Shizwit again.
So they couldn't really stop him when he was up close like that. And he was able to get key gunfights so that they can get those rotations. Because the map was close. The time was close when we hit about 150 to 170, and then you saw blue team just take control of the game. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we saw through the first rotation was very, very close, and then after that, Mortified Red just kind of took over some big individual plays by who was it? Shizwit played extremely well. He had some big kills with that M4, and obviously ATH and Lego doing very good things. I can't remember what gun ATH was using. I think the MP5.
Yes, he was.
So they were doing great things. This is a map that is pretty well versed for both weapons. I think there's a lot of good lanes for long range, for close range. This is probably the most even map I can think of off the top of my head as far as getting a wide variety of weapons that are playable, whereas some, like Arc Cloud Peak, that's a pretty AR dominant map and things like that. So, this is definitely a map that is pretty well versed for multiple kinds of guns.
It's true. Just a couple logistic things. Mortify Esports and the Godfathers are the 2 teams, right?
Yes.
And
but they're switching here, they switch aside, so I think Godfathers is going to be hosting.
Okay, so they're probably going to be, well, I guess I could just update that when we get in there. So we all good.
Yep.
And if my mic sounds weird to anyone, I am actually using my webcam as audio because just how I have it set up. So something else I'll have to fix with the stream things that we will need to adjust. But hopefully you guys can hear us okay. If you can't, let me know, because this game on default is really loud, so I want to make sure you guys can hear game sound as equally as our audio. So just some things to keep in mind. Appreciate all 32 of you wonderful peeps for tuning in. Jokester subscribed earlier, and a couple more followers earlier as well. So thanks guys for doing that. We're gonna get map 2 underway shortly. We're just waiting for the team captains to get that set up for us. But as we do that, is there things that you guys like about the game, things you dislike about the game? Let us know.
Is explosive delay on? I'm trying to figure that out here.
CDL, I think it should be.
Let's see here. Rules. Round switch. This is for search. I don't care about that. Equipment.
Now it's weird.
I don't actually.
What do you mean by
that,
that, Trickster?
Let's see here.
Well, now, because of Jokester, because Jokester's making you feel weird. I'm sorry, he does that to me sometimes.
Equipment protection, is that explosive delay?
No, there should be like an explosive delay option in the rule set.
I don't see anything about it, so
my audio is a problem, Andy. I will have to figure that out, my guy.
Oof. That is not ideal. Oh. Let's see here. I don't see anything about that, so
I think it sounds fine.
Jason,
Audio's perfect. Can you hear his keyboard? That is not my keyboard, actually. Wait, it might be my keyboard. Oh, because I was typing. Okay, I will do better at muting my mic.
I was typing.
I can hear his clicks. I'm sorry. That bugs me too, dude. I could have got one of those click-clacky keyboards that's like super annoying when you hear streamers use it because they're just trying to show off and do a small flex. But yeah, I'll be sure to mute myself when I do that. Can hear his girlfriend sliding into. Wow, you don't know anything about my girlfriend or if she even exists, so I don't want to hear it, Andy.
It'd be really nice when they come out with this CWL option, so you can just click it and all the settings will be there ready. That'll be a beautiful thing. So
I know, it'd be nice.
All right, not joinable, not joinable. Just so everyone knows, I think what team is it that is up 2-0? Is that Scary Hours is up 2-0? I think they won very easily in the first hard point, won 6-1 in the Search and Destroy. But that is the only match that I have seen results on so far.
Every time I'm about to tune out, I hear Drew's voice and stay. Wow, Drew, you got to keep talking.
Well, Andy, I had that effect on you. Usually it's in a different setting, but I will gladly take it here in stream. Why did I not? I thought I got an invite from. Oh, there we go. How do I get to my invites now? Manage party? What am I doing? Why did I just... I'm not trying to invite... God damn it. That's not what I do. Recent players. Says it's not joinable anywhere. How do I get into this game?
No, I can't get into the game either. I'm just waiting.
Activation party invitations? Oh, there we go. Okay. There we go. Okay. I got in. Thank God. I'm going to try to invite you, but invite. Yes. Well,
Did it
let me
work?
invite you. Lovely.
Let's go.
Sorry, I'm still trying to get used to everything in here. Very confusing.
It's all good. All Gucci. To update you guys on how the other series are going, Scary Hours is playing Camus Silver, and they are actually up 2-0 in that series now. They won the Search and Destroy with a score of 6-1.
Also, Sorry and Friends is tied with Gunny Gunson at 1-1. So
let's go.
That's a pretty even match so far. They were here last season.
Yeah, Alsari has a completely different roster from what he had in season 2, and I believe I believe most of them are newcomers, which should be awesome to see. And then Gunny Gunson actually retained most of their roster as well. And looks like they're off to a decent start. Crap, I didn't switch the team names. Is Mortify, Jason, Wavy, and those guys?
You have them
backwards. Okay, so the team names are backwards.
Yep.
Keep that in mind, sure.
But this will be interesting to watch. I haven't really played much of Destroy in this game so far, at least not competitively. So this will be interesting to see how it's going to go.
This could be awesome.
Played a decent amount of Hardpoint. But this is going to be an early start, or solid early start here for Godfathers. They already have a 2-0 lead by Advanced 3-0 now.
Yeah, Daddy
Swift doesn't get one, which is a pretty big.
Yeah, the problem is that they're giving up full bomb control because of the 2 people that went down earlier in the round. So, Godfathers have a full setup. Daddy Swift trying to stay alive, and his teammate gets picked off in the process. Does get one. He's 40 seconds to work with. This is not looking good for him.
I'm not going to worry about him a whole lot, though.
Yeah.
He's me by himself here. They are fully aware of where he is. Bomb is down. Good luck with this. There's no way. Down here. Yep, there it is.
Yeah, especially with how new the game is and how unaware you might be with new games. There's so many angles that come out of when checking this mid door. So there's pretty feeble effort from him to even try attempting. So nice try though. Godfathers do go up 1-0 in this match.
Also got a notification that I think Celestials is up 1-0. Won the hard point against, who did they play? They played Sinister, so that's a surprising win already.
That they did. Lego is the sniper for Mortify Esports. Looks like they're gonna do standard A push. You're gonna see A pushes a lot on this map. Not too many teams go for B unless they're trying to get super cheeky with it, but you're not gonna see any kind of craziness as of yet. Lego trying to find any kind of persons to look at and not seeing anything. I'm gonna get on board with Shizwick. He's a little bit closer in the front lines. This is the key play right here. If he can get into their bottom mound, he'll be able to see the guy on bomb, but he gets naded and he's gonna get peeked over and he gets gunned.
Yeah, that's a big kill.
Oh, but he gets sniped in return.
I don't even know how he sniped him. I was kind of watching while also watching Discord, and I saw him just absolutely snap on him, so great shot there with Lego.
Yeah, trying to get even more info, Lego is. While his teammates are slowly pushed up, they should be able to get the bomb plant, depending on... Oh, he's going to go for the rush, but there's one guy on bomb. This one guy on bomb needs to make the play, but he gets gunned! He does get traded out, the bomb planter does, but the last person is seen in mid. Lion Slump the God has to go big, does get one kill. Nice play onto Daddy Swift, unable to be ready for that gunfight. Now it's a 1v2. Can he do this? I believe he has Dead Silence activated. Trying to make the most of it right now. Oh, but he gets snippety sniped from Lego.
Snippety sniped. I'd love to see it.
Yeah, nice little hold.
Oh, wow.
Oh my gosh, way to walk into that angle.
I don't know where that hit, but you know, that's just me. That's fun.
Who won the first map? I can't remember because the team names were incorrect.
It was Mortify that won first map.
Mortify that won first map. Oh, did someone join the game? Is that why Codcaster's kind of jank right now?
I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know. You're gonna see a standard A push again.
I can't. They look like they have a lot of people on their team. I can't really tell what's going on.
I can't tell
No,
either.
just kidding. No, looks fine.
Yep, we're gonna stick with the good old character models for this round because the kill feed is not working, or the what's it called? The stats aren't working correctly. So, who is that hiding over
glitches
there?
on glitches.
There's one blue player that could get away with so many kills right now. He gets one, goes for the second.
Hassan.
Can he make the third happen? He makes the third happen, but he gets traded out, and then this third piece gets absolutely ripped apart. No meaning to it as they pick up the second round of this search and destroy. Very big plays from ATH. Just could not have the time to have the fourth piece. That was absolutely disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely. Great individual plays there. I think it was by ATH, or who? I think it was ATH, right?
Yes.
Of course, I can't see the scoreboard because this podcast is still broken. But yeah, update. Let's see here. Report score. Scary hours. No, 0.
ATH. Jacob, we'll have to figure that out after the game. I do not. They should not have done that, but it's all good. Looks like we're gonna see another A push from Mortify. They're trying to get back on the board.
Jacob, I guess it's kind of up to them whether they want you in there or not. That's kind of out of our hands. So as far as we're concerned, we're not worried about any collusion going on. But obviously, if they're hosting and they don't want you in there, then so be it. But good start here for, who was that, Godfathers? I think they just got 3 kills and already up.
Oh, Shizwit.
Swift, or Shizwit. I keep wanting to call him Swift. I don't know why.
Well, we do have a Swift. Well, he does get a third, or a second. 1v3. Could make it a 1v5. Does have plenty of time to work with. Just being stuck with the sub on this map is not the most ideal thing in the world. Regardless, is going to make an effort of it.
So far, Godfather's is looking a lot better here in Search and Destroy than they did in the respawn. They didn't look bad through the first half of the game, but then Mortify really took over. So good job to look a lot better than Destroy.
Nice try.
Wow, that was scary.
Very opposition gunfight from him, though he did try. He tried evening the odds by getting a little bit closer, but with these M4s sitting as far back as they were, it's going to be really hard for him to win any kind of gunfight. So, looks like they're going to go up another round. Nope, I don't know why I'm not on with anyone. Now we're good.
Yeah, I'm for some reason Skycam.
Yeah, no teams really want to go to B as of yet. We're going to try and use smokes and utility to clear and get some picks, but Lion doesn't care about utility. He's going to gun at ATH, making it 5v4 for his team. Looks like they're coordinating a smoke push. Be ready to see a lot of red bodies to push, but the smoke goes too far. Teammates only just get gunned in the cross. Man, that was a scary scenario for them. Luckily, no one died for it as of yet. Lion the Slump does get returned for the first blood he got, but now you're seeing all blue in the kill feed, making it a 4v2 for Shizwit and Co. trying to get their second round of this map. Trying to push up slowly but surely. Optic caught out in the middle of nowhere. I don't know why he was doing that.
That was a silly push. That was very silly. I haven't watched a ton of Search of this game so far. Good double peek there by Mortify to take out Jay.
Yep, now we're seeing Wavy by himself in a 1v3, but he gets gunned around the corner.
Big round there by Mortify. Going down 4-1 would have been a tough ask, but from when I've talked to people about in this game, it is kind of snowball heavy. Once you kind of find out a strat that works against your enemy, there's not a whole lot of options with some of these bomb sites. They're extremely straightforward, and setups really aren't that creative. So once you find out something that works and then continually do it, you can usually start to rack up rounds. So curious to see if one of these teams will kind of figure out what's going to work against their opponent here, as they seem to be doing the same thing over and over again, and we're starting to kind of trade rounds back and forth. Looks like we're going to see... We have a B head here, though.
Yep, exactly. So we're gonna see if this pays off for him. This is something that is risky because of how many more sight lines you have to check. But if you can get into the B bomb site and have it planted, you're in such a higher position.
Great kill there on Lion, the Slump God. Now, let's see here. Godfathers will know that, or have an idea that Fortify is going over towards B-Bomb with that kill, but they do have the top person dead, so they should have middle map to kind of work with a little bit, or at least that lower side of the map. Looks like they are in towards the bomb site. I think that
Topic, here's one, but he doesn't get the kill. Exocrim just beam him. Now it's a 3v3 for Mortify against the Godfathers. They get the bomb down, but this is going to be a hard retake for Godfathers as they are all around the site. But they get gunned. Why would you peek the window? In this bomb site, you need to just hold in. You don't move around because you're throwing it up to chance.
The map here. I can't tell who I'm on with because the podcast is broken, but someone came mid-map, has a good position on the bomb.
Jason
will watch it pretty easily.
Yep, Jason Hassan get the kills, but or they have time. He's going for the defuse. Can he get the defuse in time?
Check it. He's gotta go check it.
I can't switch.
Oh, he gets
ATH gets the kill. God. Very big play. Hassan gets a meaningless kill as looks like they tie it up 3-3. And it was a nice setup that he had sitting outside the house because he knew that they were just going to spend all that time checking. All he had to do was peek out, kill Jason, shaky shots, but does get the kill nonetheless. And I'm pretty sure Jason was pretty close to disabling that bomb, so good play from him.
Absolutely. I think we do have a match result for... What team is that? Team is Lukey. The Inquisitors. I'm just waiting for the heads up here. They're about to post, but should have that shortly. Looks like Inquisitors 3-0 to Euphoric Beam, so congratulations to them.
Yep.
Let's see here. Euphoric Beams 0. And that's a team I think we kind of have to look out for. We saw was Lukey the player that played with Prop early in season 1 I think it was.
Yeah, the Cyrus boys, Cyrus Bobs and Cyrus Lukey.
That's I think Bobs and Lukey are both on this team. I have to look and see who the rest of the players are, but that's a team that has a lot of potential. Obviously, anytime you play with Prop outside of just being IRL, they were still a pretty good team, if I remember correctly. So it's not like they lacked in gun skill by any means.
Right. Yeah, there's a lot of teams that we'll have to see the gun skill shape up and see if they can match up against these other top squads. Slump God gets some nice hit markers, but not able to get a kill in his 1v3. And his team, after being up 3-1, they got 3 rounds reversed, not in their favor. So they're gonna have to switch it up here momentarily. Croc, we'll have to adjust that Discord invite. Jokester, if you could make a new invite and post it there, that'd be great.
No, we probably should not.
Oh, yeah, fair.
Probably should not do that.
Probably should.
But yeah, so it looks like we already do have a round 2 match of Scary Hours versus the Inquisitors. Is Prop on Scary Hours? Is that who's on that team?
No, he's on.
No. Okay, that's right. Which they're not playing. So, okay. So I thought we were gonna have a early storyline matchup, which would have been pretty intense. But we're not gonna have that. We actually have a pretty aggressive push here by ATH as he's pushing mid-map on top of tanks, really exposed, but he's gonna get down before he gets shot. Oh, we're seeing it taken out mid-map. This is a round that Godfathers needs to win. This is going kind of a lot like map number 1, where they looked pretty solid early on, and then all of a sudden, once Mortify got their footing, things just really took off for them. So, looking for Godfathers to slow the bleeding here and get around win, get this tied up at 4 apiece, and make it an even playing field going into the last couple rounds.
Yep. Now we're seeing
hoping
Lego.
we get an updates.
Yeah, it sounds like we're getting.
Hopefully, we get an update
from
soon on the rest of the maps. Yeah, I was hoping we'd have kind of more updates on that, but haven't really seen a ton of them yet outside of the Celestials and Gunny Gunson matches. So should have a couple good ones. I think Campus Gold versus Impulse Gaming could be pretty exciting. Don't really know much about either of those teams other than that they are new. Some of our teams that have been a part of this league before, they unfortunately were busy this weekend and couldn't compete. But we do have some pretty big teams playing. You know, mainstays that have been in the league for a while. Scary Hours, they were. It's kind of comprised of good players from season 2. Same with ICGG. I'm trying to find who else we got. Sinister, obviously. Gunny Gunson was a playoff team last year. Celestials, I think, has some people that made playoffs last year. Trying to see if there's anybody else. But nice thing is, a lot of these teams are new teams, which is exciting. You know, we're trying to make this top league as competitive as possible, and to do that, you know, getting new players in here and expanding our reach and footprint is exactly what we're going for. So, love to see the new players, new faces.
True, it's gonna make for an exciting season, and since we're getting so many teams, that means the competition's only gonna get better for this Champions League. So, I mean, we're seeing a great matchup now. Colonel Sky scores 4-4. We're seeing another push from the Godfathers. This has got to be a map that they take, in my opinion, because Mortify has a very strong respawn dominance that we've seen so far. Hassan gets the first pick onto Opic, out-positioned
Big kill
that he was in, and now it's a 5v4, and they basically have bomb control as they continue to push up in the trench.
Good self-control here by Jason, not too far. He knows where one of them is. He's in a peak. He's not going to kill. Nope, he's taking hit markers.
But it's ATH.
Oh my gosh, two huge kills by ATH there. He runs out of balls.
ATH shoots gun. It's Lego.
1v1.
He goes for the chow. He sees him. Goes over. He's a one-shot. Goes for another chow and doesn't make it work. And now you're seeing Godfathers go up one more round in this S&D. They need one more round to get the map 2 victory. That was an insane series of trading.
Yeah, that was a really exciting round. It was actually played pretty well by both teams, but I think Godfathers had the upper hand, got a couple big picks, and then ATH probably made it closer than it should have been, as he got 2 return kills, I think, when the life count was like 5-2 or something like that. So he made it a lot closer than it should have been, but overall, really exciting round. Clutches on both sides.
Yep. Gonna have to see if ATH and the boys can clutch up here. Lego needs to go big. Is he sniping here? Yes, he goes for the... Oh, no, it's Daddy Swift this time. Goes for the pick. And it allows for his team to get pushed up a little bit farther onto the east side. He knows there's someone mound here. But you're just seeing more people get pushed around. You see a flank from the left. This is a big play. But his teammates get gunned. He missed the snipe. He goes for the pistol shots. Shaky pistol shots. IsoCrypt doesn't get the kill either. Now it's a 3v1. Jason all by himself. Out position too.
And he's kind of on an island right now. He really just has to go for picks. He might be able to kill his first on bomb.
It's Shiz.
Jason gets
or
one.
Swift.
Bombs down.
Does he one on bomb? Tries to go for the wall bang. Not able to make it work.
Oh, he's gonna...
Oh my gosh.
Oh, he almost gets a headshot. That headshot multiplier is crazy.
It is insane how close he was getting there.
Will he be able to find both these kills?
No. They're playing this really smart. All they have to do is listen to the bomb. They can nade over. They can check every 7 seconds or so, one at a time.
Oh, if he would have hopped it right away, he actually might have had it.
He gets one. I don't know if he'll predict that he's coming from behind. Goes for the...
No way.
No way.
Oh.
He's close. Can he do it? Oh, he saw him through the smoke.
I really like that play by the Godfather's player. However, it's pretty predictable to know that it's happening.
Yeah.
I actually wouldn't have mind seeing him bait out that player like that. Use the loud footsteps and kind of figure out which side of the bomb he's coming to and try to get that kill. But either way, it was fun to see that strategy and see that it's back in this game because we didn't have smokes last year. So
True, and the smokes work differently in this game. Where if you're in the smoke, it creates a circle of, I guess, awareness where you can see inside the smoke with people that are in there with you. So
Yeah.
he used that to to the player's diffusing disadvantage. Was able to make it work. Now we're seeing
Yeah,
the
absolutely.
first round 11 of Modern Warfare. Looks like both teams are pretty nervous. They're trying to play
They're
slow,
playing
get
for picks right
picks.
now.
Daddy Swift almost gets caught in rotation, but ATH he gets the
Oh,
pick.
ATH. Bob's, the reason why we don't have it in scoreboard view is because the scoreboards don't load in every time.
Oh, now it
It's
does.
still a glitch of this. Okay, well, fair enough.
But it is a glitch, yes.
I know mine hasn't been working. Oh my, I have to stay up here. If you're the Scottfire player, ATH is pushing up, knowing this player is weak.
Oh,
He's taken
wait!
out though. There's 3 players. Look at him.
But he gets pinched from behind. It's a 4v2. Mortifying.
Down. This is looking very scary for Godfathers. Oh god, this is.
Oh, Daddy Swift, he gets picked. The corner wasn't covering him.
No, that was a weird spot. I like the idea behind it, but the execution wasn't great.
Jason trying to use his smoke. He's been 15 and 8 in this whole map, but he gets caught in rotation. Blind Slump gets traded in return.
2-0 lead?
Yeah, Godfathers, aka not the name that you're seeing on the scoreboard, is the one that lost this map, and now they're down 2-0 in the series against Mortify Esports. Very, very good effort from them, and a crazy map that we saw for an SCD map. First round 11 of Modern Warfare.
Yeah, very exciting map there for sure. Definitely closer than the hard point was. That's going to be a 2-0 lead for Mortify Esports as we are going to the Dom here. Let's see here. Wanted to update everyone that's watching. I think, sorry, his team is up 2-1 on Gunny Gunson. So that's a close series as they are on to the second hardpoint. The Sinister versus Celestial match is tied at 1-1. The Sinister wins round 11 there. So that was another round 11. Fortunately, couldn't see that one, but that's a really good series so far. Okay. All right. All right, sorry guys, just trying to get everyone on the same page here. We'll get this next map started really quickly, which we're going to a domination. Not sure what map we're going to yet. Probably should have just had the maps pre-selected, but much like the CWL or CDL, we like allowing teams to pick their maps and then go from there. So going to, I think it's going to be Mortify's host as we move along here.
Yeah. And you went over the recent game updates we had, right? Like with the other teams?
Sorry?
The other teams in the tournament?
Yeah. Yes. Camus Gold, they 3-0 Impulse Gaming. So we already have, there's another match done. We have 3 of the 5 winners round 1 matches done already. Scary Hours is playing the Inquisitors. That's a match I'd really like to stream if possible. Not sure when they're going to get that started, but once this one's over, I would really like to get into that. As I do want to see how the Cyrus boys look and how their squad is. Bobs, if you're still in the chat, make sure to keep us in mind before, or kind of give us a heads up starting as soon as the invite. Okay. Then maybe we can wait till map number 1's done there, and then we'll hop in with you guys. because we definitely want to see the action going on there. We are going to try to get into as many matches as possible. Unfortunately, this game isn't as smooth to hop around as Black Ops 4 was, at least not at this stage of the game. But we will definitely improve it on that as we move forward. Hopefully by the time qualifying tournament number 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 come up, we can hop around a little bit easier and give you guys as much action as possible. But for the time being, we have to stay put, and we're going to stick with the match at hand here. Okay.
Yep. We're going to see our first series of domination on this. I believe it's Gunrunner that we're doing. B-Beard,
Yeah, I
thank
think the
you
only
for the follow.
I haven't really love it. I haven't really seen much domination played. I think the only real dom I've watched in a somewhat competitive atmosphere was Maisha in that kind of botched tournament that happened 2 weeks ago. I don't know how much teams are practicing it. I know my team personally, we haven't practiced it yet, given we haven't practiced much at all. But it's one of those game modes I think people hate so much they're just going to avoid it.
Yeah, and I mean that's what we said about Control too. Like Control in Black Ops 4 was very liked or disliked mode. You either loved it or you hated it, kind of a thing. And so it could be the same with Dom in this game, but teams could definitely capitalize. I don't think they're going to switch the rule set anytime soon where Dom's not the mode. So teams need to practice this mode if they want to get back in series like we're seeing Godfathers trying to do right now, being down 2-0. So we'll have to see what they can implement here as they go forward. Domination on Gunrunner is very B contested though, from what I've played with my team and what I've seen in scrims so far. So look for teams to take advantage of the B hold and try and spawn trap them on either the C or the A bomb sites, or sorry, the flag sites, I should say. I'm making up words at this point, peeps, but you guys would get what I'm saying.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. This is a lot like Control. Does a game out. I actually didn't really hate in theory. I didn't like it as much in practice, but it was definitely one of those game modes that the players in general didn't enjoy playing. Dom is a lot the same way. However, I do think Control was a better game mode than Dom is, at least in the competitive standpoint. Dom, I think, is universally hated in a competitive setting. So, not sure if it's in a stick and things like that. Bob's, yes. I think Uplink is pretty well known as the best third game mode that we've seen. There's probably an argument to be made between that and CTF, but CTF is kind of map reliant and things like that, whereas Uplink I think was pretty well liked by just about everybody. So I just don't know if Uplink. I mean, can you do Uplink without advanced movement?
You can. It's just not the same. I mean, they tried to do it in World War II. Remember, with I can't remember what they called it in that game, but it was just the sight was on the ground. You had the ball, but you moved super slow with the ball. So I don't know. It just wasn't really the same. I think Dom could be a really good mode. It's just I think you just have to practice it. So we're gonna get right on board with Lego. He's gonna get naded right off the bomb. You're seeing. Did I get the names right? I think I got the names wrong again. Frick.
Yeah, you got them backwards again.
Got them wrong
That's
every
okay.
time. Over 3.
Yeah, over 3.
Oh my.
This is a game mode that, man, there's not a whole lot of action like there is in Hardpoint. It's very predictable gunfights for the most part, barring some like big ship. The nice thing, or the one thing I do like about it is, even though you may be in a tight spot, there are ways to think your way out of spawn traps and switch kind of, how the enemy is watching your movement and things like that. These maps aren't overly creative, so it's not that easy to do, but it's definitely possible. We saw Maisha do it quite a bit in that tournament a couple weeks ago. They did a good job of manipulating things that way, so it's definitely doable. It looks like, oh my. But Godfather does have the B site, so it's something that's open, but it's just like that. Qualifier is going to grab C, and they're going to have control of 2 of the hills for now.
Yeah, with the practice I've seen so far, not too many teams go for the spawn domination points. It just seems super contested on B. Very smart play that we saw from Wordify to go after their spawn point to get them off the B flag, and then they can push right off spawn when they die. So you're going to see all kinds of strategy, a lot of player movement that we're going to have to keep track of when we're podcasting, because it's all about making plays around the flag and then capping it, because there's so many times where you get naded off of it, where you get shot from behind. You have to capitalize on these opportunities where you go 3 to 4 dead on the other team.
Yeah, I think the thing that I don't like about Dom is the fact that you can significantly mathematically be out of it with time still up on the clock. Like there are certain times in scores where you just can't come back. You're basically blocked from winning. Whereas Search and Hardpoint, that's not an issue. Or I guess CTF and well, I guess CTF can be like that, but I guess it's a lot more difficult to see. But this game mode, I think it happens a lot more often, and that's kind of the biggest issue with it. So curious to see if it's going to stick around, but not really holding my breath.
Yeah, Mortified looks like they're trying to get out of their spawn currently, and they do get a couple of kills in the process. But this is the key part right here. They are trying to push the C flag again, like they did before. I'm hoping that it will be some kind of distraction. They're only pulling one away from the B site, so they have to recognize that they're going to push through. But Die Swift and ATH getting all the kills in the feed. Only 2 people alive, and then one was capping the flag. The only one person left, and that is Lion the Slump trying to make some kind of presence over at B, but he's going to get pitched any second now. And now we got Exocrim pushing onto the B site while it's getting captured from the other team. Jumps in, gets hit markers, gets a weird hipfire kill through the smoke. Able to make it work. Now he tries hipfire again, not able to make it work. Jason almost gets turned on B. Gets the kill though regardless, and he's going to try and cap it for his team's favor while they're getting trip cap. So just like that, the lead that they had before got diminished really quickly because of that trip cap. But they are going to retain at least a 2 capture lead going into the second half of this first round. Oh, nice movement, Jason. Gets another kill. Looks for the second. Sees the left. Beams him. Absolutely off the heady. ATH, see you later, Chief. As he goes to push out the continue.
See you later.
he goes to keep pushing.
Oh, my Xbox working, but luckily I'm wired in my Xbox, so I'm having all kinds of issues over here.
Yeah, it's fun all the time.
My computer stopped working, and yeah, I don't know what's going on here. Anyways, but yeah, back. Even for Godfather, there's no good defense definitely on the map.
Oh,
the downside is, even with that, Fortify's done a good job of keeping it close enough where they're still in it. So, even though it seems like Godfather has had the upper hand in the majority of this map so far, they are still, they aren't up by a whole lot. So.
Yep. Looks like Wavy was able to get the point, but not able to make it work. So they're continuing to hold a 10-point lead into this Dom half. You'll see a lot of these games go over the 100-point marker, just because of the points that can be accumulated from the game. But you're seeing this. I mean, every map we've seen so far is really close. These teams are equal in skill. They do have their star players in Jason, from what I've seen from Godfathers, and then I've seen Lego go off. Shizwood has his good games as well in the respawn mode, so it's very equal in terms of skill, but you're just seeing what happens when team quality pushes are being put in. As you see another 2 flag cap that's being held for the majority of the time so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to have you update the bracket for some reason. Wi-Fi's being weird. Ossor's team did beat, who was it? Gunny Gunsum 3-1.
Okay.
And with 5 seconds left here, we do have a very close game going into the second half. Just kind of looking at some individual performances. I'm going to pull up this, well, maybe. Only 4 tick lead for Godfathers. Where's my Wi-Fi working again now? Can't tell. It is working. Hooray! Okay, you got that. Good deal.
Yep, I'll keep updating this. Just give me... I'll let you podcast just for a second by yourself, and I can...
That's pretty good to go.
Yeah.
All right, so Cats team won against Misfits 1, 3-1. Perfect. That's updated. Let us see it. Congrats to them as they move on to take on the winner of this matchup. So that'll be a fun match to see. But here we go. Back to the point. Looks like Qualifier is the first. Well, kind of a straightforward battle here. It's gonna be a big gunfight. Looks like Control is gonna be split here. No team really gets an advantage. Kills are traded by Control. Finally, looks like Mortify's gonna have a little bit of control here towards B, and they should be able to get this if they commit to it. They do have 4 players here. There's 1 player out for Mortify, but it's like Godfather's just going for C, and they are gonna be able to get it, I think, as no one's gonna contest. Oh wow, Daddy Swift's gonna pop out and take out Hassan. He's gonna be able to get C back quickly, and they should be able to work their way towards tying this game up and then taking the lead. Twitch, what is happening here? All right. Looks like we do have some pretty straightforward positioning here for Mortify, or this player that's laying down by Cole is going to get taken out. He was kind of the main point of defense, but luckily Chiswood is there to take out 2. Lego gets 1, and now things are starting to look a little bit scary if you're Godfathers. There's 4 minutes left on the clock and a little bit of change. Big gunfight win there by ATH on Jason. He's going to take it out, though, by Wavy, who's also hanging back towards C, and they're going to start trying to change the tides here a little bit, as they are going to be able to get C, I believe. Maybe? Yep, there's C. Players going back away, and then they're going to start working their way towards getting B now. But they have full control. Big gunfight win there by Jason. And now they're going to be able to get B. Barely. It's Eddie Swiss, and they picked up 2 there by B. And now it looks like Qualifiers going to get that right back. So a good put. Oh, Hassan's going to stop it for now, I think. Oh, ATH wins the gunfight. They kind of slow down a little bit here. Looks like they have control, and they are starting to build a little bit of a lead. They're kind of slowing down the push here by Mortify. It looked like for a little bit there, like Mortify was going to start to run that, or to tie it up and then run a lead up, but a very good counter by Godfathers. That smokes in. Oh, jeez, ATH with the drop shot in the movement.
Yeah, they 4 pushed onto that B side and they're able to make it work. But they're still down 13. This is what they need now. They have to keep holding this 2 flag cap, but they're getting spawn pushed from A and they're getting mid push. These are some big kills they have to get.
Oh, good job there. Who was it? I think it was Wade, maybe, or somebody took out somebody on this A point. Wade's gonna get 2 taken out. Kind of have chaos all over the place right now.
Yeah, it looks like Exocrim is able to push.
To make their way back.
Yeah, they're trying to push over to B, and this 2 cap has really been punching to them. They're losing the lead that they've had almost this entire game. And now he's getting pushed from all kinds of angles. That's smoking really well for blue team.
That's 3 down though. Oh, huge read there by Lady. Where's that player or what that was? Lego's gonna get 2 big kills. Oh, those are huge. Now he's gonna push up. I think he popped that silence.
Oh my gosh!
Jason. Oh no. I don't think he's
Lego, stop it!
He is just snapping onto people right now.
You're a madman. Literally holding this lead as his team goes up 6. He continues his kill streak that he's been going on. All he has to do is sit here and wait for them to walk into him.
This is really bad for Godfathers.
This is becoming mathematically impossible here in a second. If he keeps it up, he finally gets gunned down, make it 2 death for his team. This is the push.
I think they need a 3 cap.
This is the push right here. They got the kills.
They're in the point.
They get the point, but they get traded Lego with the 3-piece again! With the 3-piece again!
Goes for the forward. He doesn't give a crap. I believe that
That's GG's.
the math is really close.
Barring a free cap.
Mortify staying strong, or I mean, the Godfathers.
Yeah, they
This
have,
is super
well,
close.
I guess I can't remember how the math works in this game mode.
I think it's. I think it's
3.
No, it's 12 points. 12 points a minute, I believe. So they have to stay strong. Oh my gosh, Wavy with the kills! With the kills!
Is this gonna end up tied? Or are they gonna win by like 1?
Oh no,
not
they're
sure.
coming off a spawn. What happens? They have to get a clean wipe.
Godfather's is gonna win.
Oh,
my God, Godfather's is gonna win.
My gosh. They don't have time. They don't have time. It's GG. Oh my god.
Number 4.
Wow.
What an incredible map there by Godfather. That was really good back and forth action. Oh my gosh.
That was intense. So many clutch plays from both teams. I mean, we praised Lego for going big, but he didn't go big enough because the opposing team just decided to bum rush B and get so many clutch kills as a team. Like, it wasn't just one player going off, it was multiple teams or multiple teammates of his. And so we're going to see a map number 4. That was absolutely insane.
I will be right back. I'm going to go reset my router real quick.
Oh, jeez.
But it should be able to turn back on by the time they get their lobby set up. So I will be right back.
Good luck. Good luck. You will need it. I mean, look at that. Wavy with a 32 bomb in domination. I think that's the most kills I've seen in a domination. But man, that was a great plays from them overall. You've seen a lot of captures from both teams. ATH go try and go big. Lego going 29-18. Just couldn't pull it together at the end of it. So now they're going to go up 2-1 in the series. Mortify still up with the control, but Godfather's winning that dom. This could be the turnaround they need to make the reverse sweep. Terrors, I don't understand. Weight 32 is the most. How about 2 people dropping them? Oh. I don't understand, to be honest. TBH, TBH. Oh, you're talking about the kills. Yeah, 32. You just dropped 32 in each of our match. Yeah, this is the most I've seen from Dom. With Hardpoint, I've seen a couple of 40 bombs, but again, we haven't seen Dom really scrim that much in XP. Maybe in other leagues they have been, but this will be that mode that teams will get punished for if they don't practice. And we saw that what happened if you don't clutch up at the end. So. So yeah, guys, we're currently getting reconnected to the lobby here. I got a 4-piece and now listening to all offers. Of course you are, Tiz. Of course. I thought you didn't like this game, Tiz. Yes, Dom is a hard one to get down in this game. Yeah, that's why I'm saying, like, you gotta practice it. Can't just throw it to the wayside. Well, Tiz, I was gonna team with you, bro, and then you got a little busy. Well, just a little. Dom is literally the easier respawn. I can see it, bro. I understand. For this game. to take a couple minute break, so give us a second, wait for Drew to connect, and we'll get right into this game number 4. So give us just a second. We'll be right back.
No, can't do that.
If you give me a sec.
No, can't do it. All right. While we were away, sorry about that, guys. Had to reset my Wi-Fi real quick. Having issues. Found out that ICGG is going to map 5 with Enraged. Sinister is up 2-1 on Celestial. And I think Scary Hours took map number 1 off of the Inquisitors in winners round 2 in a close match, 250 to 225. So I'm getting told to tell you to switch.
Okay, let me make sure. Wait, I can't fix Codcaster right now. Why? Oh, because that's why. Who's on which side?
Well, they're starting it now, so too late.
There, I think I switched in time. We'll see. We will see. We will see.
Do we have a delay on the stream?
We do not. We do not currently.
Okay. I would, if we can switch that, I would do it. I don't want there to be any issues, but
Yes, I will do it after this series. Problem is I have to do it when the stream is offline, so I'll have to turn the stream off real quick after.
Okay. Yeah, anyways, here we're going to do a hard point, which is honestly a game that Warpath looked pretty good on the first time through. They've actually looked pretty good in the series, but couldn't pull off the Dom, which, you know, like we talked about earlier, is a game mode that they cannot make people. You have to get the names backwards again, so that's the first.
Gosh dang it, and this is the one I switched to.
Yeah. This is a game mode that, I'm sorry, obviously Dom is the game mode that we talked about being a little bit different. ATH double big kills there. We've been using this MP7 as well. Killed and then triggered out. Early lead here, though, going on the side of Godfather. Curious to see who's going to win this rotation.
Uh-oh, they lost
spawns
spawns.
for it yet. Yeah, I don't know. And from what I've seen, I haven't really seen. Well, this team has been out and running glitch free long enough to really know what the back strategy is. Like, do you give up a lot of time on P1 to your opponent to trying to lock down P2? Do you risk getting broken and being down big time? Is it important to get time on P1, give up a whole bunch of time on P2, and then set up for P3 as a team? I mean, there's so many different options on how you want to do things because it's so hard and it takes such investment to break so many kills. Oh wow, 88 big kill there.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of different strategies for this. So.
Yeah, that's what you have to figure out as a team. You have to figure out if you can dominate the first hill enough to make it worth just playing the first hill, or you just say, screw it, let's just give them 30, 40 seconds on the first hill and slightly contest it. But then also, we have to make sure we get the spawns for the second hill. So it's a matter of figuring out your priorities as a team. There isn't like one true meta yet.
By accident there. Saw a mount, but it was kind of after the kills.
I mean, we're just seeing right now, Mortify's team, they didn't have spawns that whole time, just because this is probably the most difficult hill to break in this game because of the back spawns that you get. So we'll have to see what kind of implementations they make. They have a full setup for this next hill. Just I say that Shizwick gets absolutely gunned by Wavy. But they're going to keep trading up kills from the left side of the map here.
If there's any hill that's hard to hold on this map, though, it's definitely the center one. There's a lot of open lines of sight, a lot of places to be kind of killed from. Spawns are important, but this is probably the hardest, in my opinion, to lock down. So,
oh my! Yeah, getting set up for this one is big. It's absolutely massive. But I would contend that holding this hill from the middle part of the map rather than the backside where you're seeing blue team spawn currently is the preferable one because it's more limited sites. But the problem is you have to have a good setup. You can't keep spawning warehouse like this, otherwise you're gonna get traded. You're not seeing too many teams capitalize on this hill time. Just like I say that Jason going absolutely big in the hill. He's having a slow game compared to what we've seen so far. 5-11. But he's got plenty of time to turn it up and see what we can do. His teammates, though, are kind of leading the charge. They're getting out Slate, and they're winning by 20 points right here.
Yeah, this is kind of crazy. This is a big turnaround from what we saw the first hard point. First time we obviously saw
Hassan.
Godfather's kind of started out okay. Yeah, 3 big kills. That's huge. And really kind of puts his team in the driver's seat here to kind of build a good-sized lead.
Yeah, this is another hill too that you don't really think about when you talk about like money hills. This is a definite money hill. If you get, but again, you have to get the correct spawns. If they jump over a wall like that, Lego gets a 2-piece. You're instantly going to be contested, and you're just seeing more traded kills one after another. And now you're going to see blue team shock the remaining time.
However, the rotation for another money hill is going the way of Godfathers, so they're in a pretty good spot if they can hold that down to have a pretty decent lead going into the second rotation.
Yep, Wavy trying to do everything he could from top yellow. You need when you're defending this hill, you need someone top yellow on the bottom left-hand side of your mini map because that's gonna cut off so many lanes.
Block off that side of the map.
But when you don't, like you see Godfathers have right now, they're gonna get pinched real hard, but they get the clutch kills. When they end up getting the kills, that's what matters.
Oh, he's gonna get taken out though. Someone we haven't really talked about much is Optic. He's someone that's been in the community for a while. You know, as far as I can tell, he's always been trying to get involved with competitive players and getting on teams and whatnot. So it's good to see him playing well here. You know, getting on a successful team and making something happen. So trying to qualify.
Jason fumbling a little bit of the bullets and the ammo and the guns and everything, trying to get this correct weapon. Lego trying to go off in the warehouse building, getting a couple kills to favor his side a little bit. His team being down almost double. They need to turn around and have a better second half of this map here.
Absolutely.
Optic trying to hold bottom L, does get 1 kill, but he gets shaded as he tries to help his team hold the back spawns. It's a 1v1 in the back, but Lego goes absolutely massive. He's going to try to play the anchor role for his team, just allow them to deal with the hill, and he's going to deal with all the sneaky campers that try and get around him. The EMC Masters, no update on Sinister vs Celestial match. We'll keep you updated after this map, and we'll let you know exactly what is going on. As we see Lego, he's going to give up the back control, and he's going to try and push the remaining point on this hill. I don't know if I necessarily like this place. It's only 7 seconds. He gets the kill, but he does have someone above him that he has to keep in mind. But his teammates need to go big like he was doing earlier.
There's one. Not to really get a second one, though. All the kills are going the way of Godfathers here. Once again. Well, as I said,
Lego's team played absolutely massive there. They got the key kills and they were able to hold off long enough.
Lego 2 big kills.
Yeah, him and Shizwit
huge 4 kills.
Lighting up the kill feed here. And this is exactly what happens when you have spawns. You can light up the kill feed in your favor, and it's going to be real hard for Godfathers to make a dent in this hill at all. You're probably going to get a full 6 here. Now you're going to most likely take the lead.
This is big time for Mortify. They started out really sluggish. Rotations weren't very crisp. They kind of seemed indecisive on what they wanted to do. But now that they should have the lead going to this third hill, second rotation, one that, you know, like we talked about before, you know, getting your correct side on the setup's important. However, it's kind of hard to do correctly as you're not gonna be able to rotate and hold it from mid without a really more sort of events and gunfights, so you almost have to hold it from this backside to start out, and then hope to God things kind of play in your favor.
Yep, they're going to continue to push forward, and this is one of those hills, like you're saying, this could be very contest heavy. You're seeing a similar setup that was happening earlier when it was on the first time Wavy goes for the 3-piece, makes it happen. Optic is the only one to make him die.
Oh my!
But wow. You're seeing...
Sinister does come up with a 3-1 win, by the way, so they're going to move on to face Campus Gold in round 2. Celestials is going to drop down to face Impulse Gaming. Or, I'm sorry, they're going to... Yes, Impulse Gaming. So that's the play. So, only 2 more matches left, this being one of them. ICGD is at map number 5 right now. So we should have another update. Oh, ICGG actually won that, so they're moving on. So this is the last winners bracket round. Good stuff. All right, we got results coming in. All-Star is going to be facing against ICGG next round. Scary Hours in that match against the Inquisitors right now. And then I assume Sinister versus Camus Gold will get going here pretty quickly.
Yep, you're seeing continuous hold from Godfathers. After being down so much, they are up 40 points now, and they're wanting to take this to map number 5. We thought they were out and done after the first round of that Dom, being down 2-0 in the series, and now they're turning it back, trying to turn this into a Game 5 scenario. They only need 20 more points to make it happen, but they don't have rotations to the next hill.
Yeah, looks like Mortify is planning on trying to hold this next hill to the full 60 and then hope to win rotation. They don't have a lot of time to work with here. That's going to be 3 down. So they're in a world of hurt. Wavy gets another one. This is not looking very good for Mortify.
Wavy trying to go big.
They do get a couple of kills in return.
Yep, he gets cut down in rotation. You're seeing all blue in the kill feed. Hassan trying to go big. Hassan with the 2-piece.
3 though.
There's only one person in the hill. Can he go big?
Oh, this could be GG's.
Shizwit and Optic.
There's 4.
There's 3.
Optic's gonna take it out. Oh, push it out.
Continue to push the hill. Lego's by himself. Push into the hill. You don't have time. You gotta kill him. Gets 1. Goes for the trade. Not able to make it work. He's slowly contesting. Gets gunned. And you're gonna see. Wow. That is Godfathers.
That was a really impressive job. Wow.
Yeah. I did not think Godfathers was going to win this map number 4. They proved me wrong. They played really strong team efforts. The hills that they had to chalk, they chalked it as quick as they could and got rewarded for it. Got the rotations, they got the kills, and now they're going to get map number 5 against Mortify Esports.
Yeah. Michael, for the record, I think Scare Hours was up 1-0 last time we heard. They're in the search to destroy as far as I'm aware. None of the other round 2 or winners round 2 matches have started yet. I don't know about the losers bracket rounds yet. I doubt it. This is the last winners round right here, going to map number 5. And then we will work towards it. Gorilla Colin, I'm not really sure why that map is so big. Just another issue that we were finding with this game. But we're just happy Codcaster's working a little bit smoother than it was a couple weekends ago. So we're actually able to switch through players quicker than every 5 to 10 seconds and keep up with the action a little bit better. So baby steps, man. Baby steps.
It's true. And I mean, just looking at the scoreboard here, no one really going off. Wavy had the key clutch kills in the end there that we saw. Hassan had a nasty 3-piece with his MP5. But I mean, on the other side of the board, no one really did terribly except Daddy Swift. He did have, not only a -9 game, but only 5 seconds in the hill. Only 2,000 score when he compared this to his other teams. So his kills weren't really that impactful for the match. So hopefully he can turn it around, figure something out, because Lego was going off as we usually have seen him do so far. Now we just get to see what the map number 5 is. I don't even know what it is, to be honest, but it's gonna be a big one.
It honestly just looked like Godfathers did a lot better job in rotation there. I mean, obviously they won some pretty big gunfights, but at the same time, they seem to always be in a really good position for breaking hills and also holding them. So just a good job overall for that team. Looks like the ICGG versus Sorry and Friends is about to start. So maybe we can hop in with them after this. But I do want to catch either Scary Hours versus Inquisitors or Sinister versus Camus Gold. Camus Gold with a hot 3-0 on Impulse Gaming. Don't know much about them. Their silver team, I believe, got knocked down to losers bracket by Scary Hours. So there's just so many teams I want to see because I don't know much about them. I do want to see this new Sinister roster. Excited to see how they look, but I'm not sure how much they've been practicing yet. Definitely want to see the Inquisitors.
Yeah, I can answer that question for you. 0. That's how much they've been practicing. So we'll have to see.
Lovely.
If I did see them in a couple scrims last night, so I guess I can give them a little bit of push and shove, but the end of the day, all love for those guys. We'll have to see. I mean, like you're saying, there's great matches that we want to see, and tons of potential for every roster that we have today in this qualification tourney. So I'm excited that we'll be able to get. I mean, we're seeing a game 5 here. Just looking at the brackets, I believe we had another game 5 with the ICGG series. So this game seems to cater towards the teams that are prepared to play all game modes. And I mean, the Godfathers and Warfight Esports have their pros and cons in terms of strengths and weaknesses. So we'll have to see which ones come out on top here. Surge and Destroy Gunrun. Interesting. This is going to be a very team coordinated game for the winner. The loser of this match is gonna struggle if they cannot pull strategies that work.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting to see because really this could be a 3-1 win in the favor of Godfathers. They were in control of that first Search and Destroy and kind of threw it away. So really curious to see how they can respond in this Search and Destroy. This is a map that is pretty straightforward on what bomb site is typically hit, a lot like Arclaw Peak. So not a whole lot of differences there. Curious to see what the strategies are going to be. I haven't seen a whole lot of teams go through coal to whatever bomb site that is. I'm not sure if it's A or B. But it's going to be fun to see how they react and kind of what strategies we see these teams pull out.
It's true. Oh, I probably should make myself Concaster. That would help.
Yeah, you were costing.
Okay, who's on Allegiance is the first team, right? And that's going to be Mortify?
Yes. Do whatever reverse what you had it last time.
Okay. Swap.
Or wait,
Perfect.
no. I think you just leave it. No, I think you're supposed to just leave it.
I'll bring it back to normal. All right.
Yeah. I guess we'll see. I don't know. I'm very confused now.
Am I about to go 0 for 5 in terms of which teams?
You may. Yeah, we just ping pong back and forth a bunch, so this is gonna be bad.
I'm just gonna sell my PC.
Backwards, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sell it. It's not even worth it at this point. Just chalk it. I'm gonna retire. I'm just gonna sell my Xbox, get rid of Call of Duty, and my life. Yeah, it's gonna be great.
And your life, but to no.
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to say that. My bad.
Looks like it actually is accurate, so that's a plus.
That's good.
We do.
Let's go.
Yes. Well, we saved the best for last here. I'm really curious to see how this is going to go. And
come on.
It's all right. Okay.
I'm sorry. I have to give them crap because I finally got it right, and we're good. Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Congrats on winning.
Yes.
Beautiful. Love seeing it. 3-1 victory.
Hopefully you guys can get the first place finish this time. Boom roasted.
Okay. All right.
I'm sorry. Too soon.
All right. Let's just take it easy.
Sorry. Toxic. Let me cast. I think Thug wants us to let him cast. Thug, you gotta sign up as a caster. I haven't even seen you want to sign up as a caster. Oh, sorry, with the Twitch Prime. Oh my gosh, it's good to be back, baby. I'll get first if Animosity doesn't go 14 and 35 on Freak. Oh man, boom roast. Where's ICGG? Where's Animosity? I'm mad at him right now. I'm gonna say, hold on. Animosity. ... Sorry, just trashed you. GG's. What'd you expect? Good old Animosity. Inquisitors won map 2, 6-5. Another round 11 in these good old Search and Destroys that we're seeing. Dude, this game, yes, it does have its flaws, but man, Search and Destroy is a fun freaking game mode. I am not gonna lie.
No, definitely not. It is a great game mode. You cannot lie about it.
In this game too, like it excels in every category. I'll get off my soapbox now, but you know. There's no stream delay. Please add official line. Yes, I will add it after this series. That is something I overlooked.
It's a
so
small
that's my
delay,
apology.
but it's not. Yeah, it's small, but it's not non-existent.
Yeah, it's a bit. It's the standard. It's like 1 to 2 second delay that you get. But I do have the option to do it, so I will. I promise. I guarantee you, I will do it. But regardless, we're gonna see what happens in this Godfather Mortify Esports series. We're gonna kick it off with Wavy, and he gets gunned because they are not ready to go. Wow, that's great. That's awesome.
Yeah, top is map 5. This map has already struggled to get started, but should be able to get going here hopefully shortly. I don't know. Inquisitors take map number 2 off of what team is that? That's Scary Hours. So 1-1 in that series. Good stuff to see.
Quitters beat Scary Hours. Okay.
And yep, in the search. So
let's go. Things you love to hear. Not that I'm not supporting Scary Hours, but it's good to hear that there's competition out there. Should have won first map, choked it. Oh, okay.
let's see here.
Lithium Sticky. We're gonna get Lithium smoked on stream next weekend? Oh, you betcha. You betcha. I'm here for you, Steggy. I'm here for you anytime.
Steggy, you guys aren't gonna get smoked. I feel like this is your season. You guys are gonna
This
make
is
your
your time.
push to stardom. This is your game.
I'm gonna teabag and I'll see this match for sure. I wish I was watching. I wish I was.
See, that's the kind of banter in game that you like to see. Shoot bodies, teabag, and leave it at that. All right, no one's body has been shot by their teammates yet.
Let's
this game,
go.
We are underway. Finally, making progress. We got ATH with first blood on Hassan there. It's a big first blood.
Yeah, nice pick from
This is
him.
usually a bomb site. It's actually pretty hard to defend. It's generally pretty open. So good stuff here by Mortify Esports to get that first blood and be in a pretty good position here to defend this.
Yeah, Wavy's trying to
I don't think
push
anyone
from the
expects-
coil side. Not really.
Yeah, Lego's in a really good spot here to get a kill. This is going to be unfortunate for Godfathers.
Lego knows he's here.
Assuming
It's
they're
just
not
a matter of
tree-jumping.
when he pushes. They got plenty of time though. 1:20 on the clock. They have to check their corners though. Slump God just runs onto the bomb. Lego, is he gonna let him plant it? This is the best play ever. If he gets a play, he gets the 1 kill, turns on the bomb, gets the 2nd kill. Now it's gonna be a 4v2.
What?
Exo
How is
crit.
Lego still alive here?
Oh, it's a 2v2 though.
Kills in response. That's it.
It's a 2v1. They just collapse. It's all up to Lego, and he gets gunned.
Wow. That is crazy. I don't know how everyone else but Lego dropped there. Like, he was the one in the worst spot, but he stayed alive the longest. I don't understand.
Wow. They got the first 2 kills, but they didn't have an idea of where the other 2 were until they had 2 teammates die. They push it out, and they get punished for pushing that out. So, great play from Godfathers to recognize that we got killed, but we're still in the round, and they pull off the 4v2. So, we're gonna have to see how they can fear on defense here.
Yeah, I was so tuned in on Lego there that I didn't really see what would happen to the rest of his teammates. But man, just great job by Godfathers there to pick them off one by one. I really figured once that bomb went down, they were in a really tough spot. But pretty impressive them to make that happen like that.
Oh,
Jason!
Jason.
Pick up 2. Good trigger discipline here by the person sitting half wall. Just gonna find 1.
Shizwit does get 1.
Prim gets taken out. Bomb is actually down though by B, I believe. That one person kind of heading that way with the sniper. See if he's gonna be able to find anything. Not really good situation here for the side of Mortify.
Yeah, Shizwit and Daddy Swift all by themselves. Does Daddy Swift check the top of the crate?
Oh boy, this could be bad.
I don't think they have the map awareness because Godfathers has great positioning. They know that no one's near A because of their map position, and now you're going to see one waltz out to mid on pipe side.
Spurson mid's gonna have to take out the guy just outside of Boiler. That stun's not gonna work. Yeah, Hassan, I think, knows where he is. He's gonna get taken out here momentarily.
Ooh, nice little play.
He almost won that gunfight. I don't know how.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be a 2-0 lead for Godfathers.
Yeah, Godfather's made the smart play again. When you're up man advantage and you're defending, you don't need to move in this game because if you move, they can hear you, and if they can hear you, you're basically going to die. So props to them for having that trigger discipline to sit back and realize that Mortify Esports, they have to make the push. They have to make the play, and if they don't, well, you can make the play. And they're now up 2-0 because of it.
Yeah. Now, I have to ask you, what's your opinion on the footsteps? Like, I feel like a lot of the pros want Dead Silence to be a perk. There's some people that don't think it's terrible, think that kind of having it like a specialist is kind of a unique way to do it. What's your...
Well, I mean, we're seeing what happens when you do have Dead Silence right off the rip. They try and get a push, and now it's a 3v2 in favor of Mortify Esports defending this B site. But back to what you're saying, oh man, Daddy Swift, nice play, making it 3v1.
Oh, great shots there.
Jason
somehow still on.
Yeah, it's just Jason by himself. Stuck on outer coil, one shot now. He's gonna get gunned. But I mean, like when you say Dead Silence being wanting players wanting it to be a perk, I see that argument because that's just how it's always been. But I'm actually fine with them switching it up as long as they do a couple more fine-tuning things with it. Like if you don't have Dead Silence and you're walking around or you're crouching around or that kind of thing, that shouldn't make noise. Like if you're aiming down sight and you're walking around, that shouldn't make noise, in my opinion. So if they fine-tune a couple more things, I'm fine with Dead Silence being a specialist thing where you activate it every couple of rounds, like we see Daddy Swift doing here right now. Oh, he got the timing of the world, but he didn't take open crate. His teammate's gonna die because of it. He does get one in the back, but he just decides to push into bathrooms, gets us 2-piece. Oh my, absolutely beams Exocrim. But his teammate gets cut in rotation, and now it's a 2v2. He goes for the trade in the mid. He's gonna go for a 4K right now, being up 3-1 with his team.
There we go. Tied at 2 apiece.
Wow. Godfather's making the good plays at the beginning of the game, but just as we see, Mortify Esports, they copied it, and they capitalized on the opportunities that they had. A great push. Just a good old-fashioned 5 push on the B side.
Absolutely. It's kind of funny because yes, this Search and Destroy has a lot more strategy than Black Ops 4 did, but I also feel like if you want to do it kind of Black Ops 4 style and just 5 push something and have it be, 5-on-5 gunfights, that's not a terrible strategy either, because with the flanking ability being as prevalent as it is, you don't see teams 5-stack anything usually.
Oh,
so
she's wit!
If as the offensive team you want to...
She's wit! Oh, he's shooting the body! The absolute disrespect!
Oh my. Well, looks like it's going to be a 3-2 lead for Mortify, barring something crazy happening.
Yeah, Jason. He knows the bomb's down at A. There's so many silence to check at A. He's gonna. I mean, you're gonna. If this is the time to get fancy, you might as well try it now. But I mean, back to what you're saying. This could be a really good competitive. I mean, we've already seen it being a great competitive game for S&D, being different and being unique in terms of the Dead Silence thing and the different pushes and the different kind of map styles that we have. So we'll have to see if they take advantage of if teams take advantage of that.
Yeah, I said before this, kind of judging off the beta, that I think pubs in this game are going to be really, really bad, which I still stick by. I said the competitive would be a lot of fun and would be pretty good. That's kind of wavered a little bit since, the game has dropped with all the issues and whatever else. But at the same time, I have seen glimpses of how it could be good. I don't think it's going to be a very good game for the spectators, unfortunately, because it's not as exciting as what we've seen in the past with Black Ops 4 and Black Ops 3 and IW and all those games where it was just so fast-paced and whatever else. But I think once the casual player kind of picks up on how this game's supposed to be played competitively, that'll definitely help. So we'll have to see. I think for the players, this game will be very good competitive-wise.
Right. Optic and Lego going off with their subs right now. Getting the first couple bloods that they need. What can they do now?
Big killer by Line. Oh, ATH flies at Jason. I don't even know how to kill him. Oh, yeah. ATH is disgusting.
ATH is feeling himself right now. Wavy, last player alive, making it a 3v1 for him.
Bomb's going down here.
Yeah, and Bob's going to be down, so this is not looking good for him. Pushing out mid like this is just a pain in the butt. So many angles to check. Somehow he gets through it. While Mortified lets that go, and they get the trade. So it's going to be a 4-2. Just like that. They get 4 rounds in a row after being down 0-2. This is shaping up to be a weird Game 5. But Mortified, this is their time to continue. And I mean, if I'm them, I just want to end this series right away, get it done and over with, and move on to the next round. Because Godfathers, we've seen what happens when they have a chance at a comeback.
Yeah, this is kind of what I was talking about too in that first story. Sorry, words kind of escaped me there. Where once you kind of find a weakness in your opponent's setup, you can really take advantage of that over and over again. As the setups on defense aren't, like that, there aren't a plethora of options. So it seems like Mortify has found some type of weakness in the defense and offense of Godfather that they've exploited it multiple times in a row.
Yep. So a key thing to keep in mind here is Optic gets first blood. Oh man, Lego.
Lady gets beamed. That's 3 down.
They ARs. They just rip them apart. And they're actually playing this 4v2 right now because Shizwit didn't spawn in because I believe he disconnected earlier.
Optic a little bit overexcited there.
But yeah, Optic did get overexcited. 3v2 in favor of Mortify. Ben, this is a big round if they could pull it off because they were down a player. You would think that would be a significant disadvantage, but this is playing really well in their favor now.
Yeah, this is not looking very good at all for Godfathers. They're hoping for a pick, but Mortify's been very smart and not giving them anything. They're all just kind of sitting in spots, playing the line.
Oh, Lego with the cheeky spot in top open crate. That is very punishable. 1v3. Make it happen. Oh, not able to make it work, but a little extra bullets go into the Godfather body there, and Mortify 1 round away from moving on to the next round. Absolute disrespect right there. Body's been shot multiple rounds.
We already have some bad blood between teams here, and winners round 1 of our first qualifier. So this is going to be exciting for obviously the other 4 qualifiers, but also once the season starts, as hopefully both these teams get in because this could be fun.
Did they lag out?
What is happening here?
I don't know what just happened, to be honest. Oh, they switched to the other team. So they wanted to end that round. I don't know why it happened, but we will resume the map with 5-2 unless we hear some dispute. Otherwise, we'll keep you guys in the know of what's going on. But the scoreline is 5-2 as of now.
Yeah, apparently the side of Godfathers thinks the rules are wrong, so they left thinking they're going to get the win.
Well, did they read the rule set?
Let's see here. I'm trying to see where the explosive delay is. Let's see here. Just trying to figure out what's going on here. Equipment protection, 7 seconds. What's the name about explosive delay in there? Or my eyes are just fucking terrible.
Equipment protection, 7.5 seconds. I believe
that's different than explosive delay, isn't it?
I don't see explosive delay in our rule set.
No, I don't either. One second, guys. Sorry, we're just trying to figure out the rules here. Tricks, we're having some rule issues, of course.
Yep. Just give us a second here. Why wait that long to call rules? I know, right?
If Pry is in the chat, let us know. Let's see here.
Yeah, don't you worry, guys. We're just getting this figured out as it is. Things happen.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the pros are playing on currently with the explosive delay. But I don't know if it's supposed to be on or off. 1 second.
For those that are curious, Scary Hours won their map 3. They're up 2-1 in their series. I believe they played Dom, so it was a score of 220 to 176. They're against Inquisitors at the moment. So one map round away from them, and they'll be moving on to round number 3, I believe. And I think, how close would they be to getting to qualifying? Let me see here. So let's see, top 4 would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So I believe, yeah, once Scary Hours, if Scary Hours wins their second round that they're in right now, they'll be 2 rounds away from qualifying for XP's Champion League, which will be beginning in January. We'll just have to figure out times and dates and everything, of course, for when the league starts. But this is the first qualification tourney for those that are just tuning in. We have a 20-team bracket with teams going up against each other in a double elimination style bracket. Currently, Scary Hours and several other teams are in their round number 2 matchups. This is the last of the round number 1 matchups that we're currently trying to conclude, but Scary Hours is getting one step closer to that. The other teams that you guys may or may not know, ICGG won a good map number 5 after Enraged Gaming kept it close with them. Sorry and Friends moved on as well. Misfits, Inquisitors, Sinister, and Canvas Gold are there as well. So Jayham, let me know as well. Euphoric Beams beat Silver, came as Silver 3-0. Dom scored 211 to 201.
Okay, apparently it's been decided. The captain for Godfathers said, it's not that big of a deal. They're just going to go to losers. They were down 5-2 anyway, so they're going to move on.
Oh, really? Okay. So Mortify Esports moves on to round number 2.
Yeah.
All right. So this is the intermission time where we try and figure out where the next series that we're going to go to is. Oh, I need to set up stream delay as well. For the stream.
All right. So finally, we have all of our winners round 1 matches done. Looks like Sinister wins map 1 in their match. Euphoric Beams beat Chemist Silver 3-0. Let's see here. I'm trying to keep up with it all. Euphoric Beams. Let's see here. Is that in losers? Okay, so Euphoric Beams is moving on in losers.
Who did they eliminate?
Chemist Silver.
Okay, you got that.
Okay, so we have our first loser bracket round in.
Nice.
Yep, that's done. Let's see here. Sin is up 1-0. Oh, sorry, and Friends is up 1-0, I think, on ICGG. So that could
Ooh.
be a big upset. But something to keep in mind, I don't think Vision's playing for ICGG, so one of their top players isn't there. Not making excuses or anything, but that's something to keep in mind for.
For sure.
So got some good stuff rolling here.
That we do. Do we want to take a second for me to fix or to add stream delay?
Yes, if we can.
Okay. Stream, we'll be right back. Give us like a 30-second update, and we'll see you soon.